Dear Peg, here goes for the eggnog recipe. It seems to me I used more whiskey than the recipe calls for, but since I am not sure, you had better make it as is, then taste it and add it if it seems necessary. 1 pint of eggnog ice cream, mellow. I took this to mean mash it up with a spoon when it is soft. And add 1 pint of rich milk, 8 ounces whiskey, 2 ounces rum or brandy. Shake until thoroughly blended, then put in refrigerator to ripen. If it tastes too strong, all you have to do is add more milk. Whipping cream makes it too gobby. I love you, Peg. I wish you were here with me so I could kiss you on the mouth. Your sister, Marjorie.
Dear Marjorie, thank you for the recipe. It sounds delicious. Love, Peg.
Dear Peg, there's no need to thank me. It is my pleasure. As for the other matter I mentioned, what do you think? Do you feel the same? I love you, Marjorie.
Dear Marjorie, thank you again for the eggnog recipe. Walter and the children, who of course had the version without hooch, absolutely loved it. We all enjoy it so much that I think I'll make it year-round. Why do we only have eggnog on Christmas? Tee-hee. Your sister, Peg.
Dear Peg, please stop thanking me for the eggnog recipe. You know what I'm talking about. Do you remember the time we licked each other's vaginas when we went camping with Mother and Dad? Because I do. I think about it all the time. I love you, Peg. Marjorie.
Dear Marjorie, the weather here in Yakima sure is windy. Jenny and Nicholas don't even need to take the bus home from school anymore. The wind carries them. Can you believe that show, Californication, is still on Showtime? I saw an ad for it the other day, and my jaw fell to the floor. It's even worse than Cougar Town. Tee-hee, Peg.
Dear Peg, speaking of Californication, do you think when we see each other next week we can kiss again? I'm sure that if we say we're going for a walk for some sister time one-on-one, we could, and no one would suspect anything. Tee-hee. Love, Marjorie.
Dear Marjorie, thank you again for the eggnog recipe. Even though it is February, I made 2 bowls of it last week. It is really very good, so thank you again. Peg.
Dear Peg, what the fuck? Why is it such a big deal that I want to kiss you on the mouth? Mother and Dad did it all the time, and they weren't unnatural. Please answer me. Peg. Marjorie.
Dear Marjorie, I don't think we should be writing about this. What if someone were to read it? The incident you are referring to is not in my memory, but if you insist on discussing it, we should do so over the phone and not in writing. Thank you for the eggnog recipe, Peg.
Dear Peg, I love you and want to kiss you on the vagina, and I don't care if the whole world knows. Douglas has never satisfied me, and the only way that I can reach an orgasm is by thinking about you. So you might as well know it. I don't care about anything. Marjorie.
Dear Marjorie, I'm so sorry, but Walter and the children and I have all come down with the flu and won't be able to make it to your birthday party on Saturday. We may, in fact, have the flu for several months, and I won't be able to write or talk because I'll be sick. Also, we will be in the Witness Protection Program because Walter has gotten into something criminal that I can't get into, but it involves the mafia, and we will probably never see each other again, so there's that too. I miss you, Marjorie. You are my sister, and I will always cherish the times we had together as sisters. Thank you again for the eggnog recipe, Peg.
Dear Peg, that is terrible news about you and Walter and the children having to relocate. It looks like I'll never get to see you or hold you or kiss you or your vagina ever again. I will miss you, obviously, for the obvious reasons that I have mentioned, namely that I want to kiss you on the mouth and the vagina. Too bad. Just kidding. Douglas is actually in the FBI and we have found you. All of these years we've been telling you he's a high school math teacher was just his cover. Tee-hee. Now put down the letter and look out your window because I am walking up your driveway right now. Get ready, Marjorie.